just had to stop at a gas station. My phone, I don't know what I was doing, but it somehow bounced all the way over to the other side of the pickup. I was looking for it for probably like 10 minutes in the parking lot of this gas station. Had to pull in because I don't have any light in here. Lights don't work. Kind of funny. But anyways, it's leg day. Just delaying talking about it. But like I said, I've never skipped a leg day for as long as I can remember. I've never skipped a leg day for a reason that isn't a viable reason, or isn't a reason to skip leg day. There's probably like three reasons why not to skip leg day. My car broke down. I don't have a ride. My legs are broken. That I think would probably, I'd say I'd probably check out. And my female genitalia is experiencing its time of the month, which in theory should only work for the women portion of the lifters, but I think some of the males have adopted their ways without adopting their actual pain. So, yeah. If you're a man, you're skipping leg day, and your legs aren't broken, and you have a ride to the gym, and you have a gym, or some family thing comes up. If a family thing comes up where your family or really close friends are really expecting, then, what can I say? I mean, you can't really get out of it. But if you're sitting and playing Fortnite instead of doing some squatting, man, I feel bad for you. I really do. Because, that means you don't have any sort of mental fortitude built up in order to push through, not even push through, but to initiate a little bit of pain. But off of that, honestly, for this whole 2 workout a day thing, I'm definitely feeling it, which I expected it, and it's about what I expected. I got a few, my legs are feeling a little bit tight, but that's okay. I can fight through it. It's better to overtrain than to undertrain. You're gonna get farther overtraining than undertraining. So, not much more about that. At my football workout, we did heavy back squat, so I'm probably not going to be doing much of that today, but just know that I already did heavy back squats, so if you're wondering why I'm missing that, who knows, maybe I'll hop on the squat rack and do a few more reps. There wouldn't be anything stopping me from doing it, but I don't know. My lower back yesterday, it's feeling pretty sore, so I think I'm probably just gonna maybe bow out of that. We'll see. But then gonna do some leg extensions, leg curls. What else? Not really much else to do. So gonna whip this little pickup into one of these spots here and see you down there. So I did these banded squats and just kind of went down kind of slowly and then just pushed up as fast as I could, just to try to help with my explosiveness from in the hole. I thought that it would kind of help my squat quite a bit, just even if it's not even that much weight down in the hole, just pushing as hard as I can. And I use a flexi bar just to help me get that extra little bit of torque into the bottom. Because, like, if you know, like, how a deadlift bar works, like, as opposed to, like, a normal bar, you lift it up and it, like, bends a little bit before the plates come off the ground. And so it almost gives you a little bit of advantage because the bar is bending, so it's getting up higher, but you're not lifting as much weight. So it almost, you can put a little bit more torque into it. And then once it gets to a certain point, it'll just spring up off the ground. And I was kind of doing a similar technique for my squat. In the hole, you can put in a lot of torque. Unracking this bar is a little sketchy though because it's super light. So then if I only have one plate on the side, it'll just fly up. Now I'm doing banded box squats. These are really good for explosiveness, especially in like the athletic side. You just sit down on the box and just explode up. I did moderate weight, 275 for 8. That's kind of like a moderate for me, not super heavy. But I wasn't going for heavy. I was more going to try and stand up as explosively as possible. Just push up as hard as I can in those bands, or to kind of contain my explosiveness. Because if I do it without bands, the bar would just kind of bounce up off my shoulders. But this way, it can really challenge my explosiveness with all that elasticness. It gets harder as you go up. Or definitely do a number on your CNS. Just some regular hack squats, kind of Tom Platt style, just rep out as many as you can. I think I might have went a little bit too heavy on these though. I had 2 plates and an 100-pound plate. So basically like 4 plates and 2 10s on each side. It ended up working out. I got a pretty good set. And after this, I had a spotter come in and give me a couple assisted reps where I pushed as hard as I can. You just kind of slowly brought it up. Hamstring curls, because at those football workouts, you don't really do a whole lot of hamstrings. And definitely for sports and stuff, you definitely want to have strong hamstrings, and it also just makes your legs look more massive if you're in your football uniform just filling it up. These ones I was really trying to get a good squeeze here. I went kind of lighter weight. It was maybe a little bit too light, but I paused as much as I could and got a squeeze. And then do a few cheat reps towards the end, just trying to rep them out. Not even going all the way down, just keeping the tension on my hamstrings. Instead of going all the way down, that takes it off. So keeping that constant tension, and it just makes it burn so much. As I'm doing the voiceover, watching the Trend Twins video, they're really ripping their cars around. Goofy. And just regular. Just did some calf raises because I haven't done calves in a while. I really try and go all the way to the bottom and then go up. I was kind of more exploding up than like slowly going up for most of my reps. And then towards the end, I get a little bit of some more like bouncy type of reps. Just getting a good keeping that burn going. I've been forgetting about doing like tib raises. Those kind of make my calves look kind of thick, or not my calves, but my whole leg, the circumference. Gonna keep it short and sweet. Gotta go home and eat more food even after supper. Gotta get those meals in with this double training. It is tough training this much. But I'm gonna keep it up. I'm gonna see how long I can keep it up. Take 2 rest days a week and do what I can. But all I have to say about that is that was a really good leg workout. I'm definitely going to be feeling it in the morning, which is exactly what I go for every time. That's always my goal, is whatever muscle group that I'm training, I need to feel. It needs to be tight the next day. If it's not tight the next day, I didn't hit it right. Because, I mean, even with all the stretching in the world, it's going to be tight because, in theory, there should be, even 24 hours after incident, there should still be lots of blood filled with enzymes and proteins and carbohydrates getting sent to that muscle, because it's like, holy, the muscle talks to the brain and is like, holy shit, what happened here? This place is a disaster. We need to get cleaning up ASAP. That's what your muscles need to be saying. And if they're not saying that, well, then you need to be training a little bit harder, because you're not pushing yourself to your fullest ability. I know you can train harder if you're not tight the next day. But those banded box squats, holy, I like those. You don't have to go heavy, and you don't have to be all showboaty and do any sort of reps. You can just do the reps and just be as explosive as possible. And if you do that, holy hell, you're definitely gonna get a good pump after that. I really like those. I haven't really done them that way before. Usually what I do is I band it, or I do just regular normal box squats with no bands, and I do it that way. But I like the added emphasis on when you get up off the box and you just thrust up as fast as possible. That's tits right there. Yeah, I definitely need to do those again sometime. Even though it seems like some science-based lifter shit, I swear, it's so good. But also definitely got to keep doing squats, but I already, like I said before, before the workout, I already hit heavy back squats, so I mean, I don't really need to do much else. I definitely put some emphasis on hamstrings, because on those back squats, he always makes us elevate our heels for some reason. I'm not really sure why he makes us elevate our heels on back squat every single time. I mean, doesn't he know that the hamstrings also need to be hit? But whatever, I'll just roll with the punches, and whatever he gives me, I can play my game off of. That's how everybody needs to act. Instead of, no, this guy, he doesn't know what he's talking about. I don't like it. I'm just going to go do my own thing. Just listen to him, do what he says, and then if you do a little training after, or a lot of training after, like I do, then just play off of his freaking, I'm trying to think of a card analogy, but if you know if you're pretty sure, if you've got the Queen of Spades, and you know that he's got a really high card, you got to play off of that. You know, you got to take advantage of that. I don't know if I used that right, but I mean, it meant something. But anyways, nobody really even plays cards anymore anyways. Sad. But I'm gonna go home, have a little post-workout meal, even though I'm bloated because I drank a ton of water. But that's okay. I'm alright with being I'd rather be overhydrated than underhydrated. Had some mild gut cramps. I don't even know if it's gut cramps, but it's just whenever you drink too much water, you can feel your abs, your gut kind of start to cramp up, but I was able to fight through it. I got her done. Did lots of cardio this time to make up for yesterday. Anyways, did lots of cardio to make up for it yesterday, so, you know. So, yeah. Didn't do a pose down, but it was just legs. I'm sure you guys are fine without seeing the pose down to that. Didn't have a whole lot of time, but that's about all I got to say. Make sure you're getting your meals, doing whatever you got to do to get better, and getting to it, not waiting for a day to do it, getting to it right away. And see you on the next one, hopefully. Maybe I'll never make a video again. Who knows? Haven't made enough videos to even prove that I'll make another one.